Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad to hear this Monday morning. Got a big week planned for you, but first of all, let's get our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center. Got summer school coming up. Y'all go ahead and plan to run by there and check out some of the programs they'll be offering. It's just a really good school there. A lot of folks have benefited by going by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. High today, 82, low 70. So it's going to be a nice day. Water temperature today around 75 degrees. Everything looking good on that. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. Basically, we're in some neap tides. Last week we had some really good tides. This week we're going to be in some neap tides. So when neap tides, a lot of times I don't give you time because it's really irrelevant because it's really based too on what the wind's doing. Now we always like to do the Monday moon forecast. Now we're looking at it. We got first of all we're in tomorrow. We start in the first quarter and we got a full moon coming up on the 21st and 22nd. That's that May full moon that we talk about every year, and that's coming up on a weekend. So really, if you can fish a couple days before that and then during that weekend, it's going to be some really good, especially freshwater fishing. So keep in mind that moon action of May. Okay, speaking of wind, like we just talked about, the wind's going to be coming out of the south-southeast at about 11 today. We're going to take our break and be back with our guest. Welcome back, folks, and welcome to my guest, Lawrence Sledge.
Hey, how you doing, Coach?
All right. Lawrence has been on before. Y'all know what kind of fisherman Lawrence is. I like to come on because we get to talk a lot of fishing and some other things, too, that's important. But Lawrence is, I guess, fished your whole lifetime, haven't you, buddy?
Yeah, I've started probably when I was 7 or 8. My granddaddy got me involved in it. He started me out on down on the Howard's Creek, where they bought the camp. So.
Yep. And we talked about that before. Your granddaddy bought that camp down there.
Yeah, it's my granddaddy, and it was some guys from Pensacola. They all went in, and some guys from Panama City and built the camp, and we still holding on to it.
You're still holding on to it, and it's not too far from my fish camp over there. And of course, mine's a work camp right now. It'll be a fish camp one day, but it's a nice place to get down there.
Oh yeah, it's real nice.
All right, we're going to look at some pictures now. You brought a slew of pictures, and we're just going to talk about them as we go along. We're going to, if you don't believe me, he's a good fisherman. You'll look at some of these pictures here. So,
I do have a partner that's with me now, Coach.
Okay, now, yeah, this is not our Lawrence. He got a buddy fishing with him. All right, here we go. What about this one right here? When and where about was this? Was this Depot Creek or?
We put in that day we couldn't put in at Depot because it was the water was out past the landing.
Yeah.
And the dock was floating. And during that time, the river had came up real fast, and we just wanted to go. So we figured we can go down to Depot and put in, and we couldn't put in at Depot, so we had to go to Appalach. Couldn't put in at Appalach, which was I think it's Bay City or
yeah.
We couldn't put in there because it was too high. So we wound up going back to White City, and we went over in Columbus and caught those bass.
Okay, Columbus Bayou. All right, nice one there. All right, talk about this one right here.
Those fish were caught down in some of the creeks down there on the lower end.
On the lower end, that's a nice mess of fish right there.
Yeah, we got a couple of bass in there, one channel cat, and some walleyes.
Yeah, got some walleyes in there. All right, look at these right here.
Yeah, those are two of the bass that were caught out of the limit that you just showed.
Oh, okay.
We just took the two biggest ones and took pictures.
All right.
I went with Jerry Steele on all these trips here.
Oh, Jerry.
Yeah.
Okay, good deal.
Jerry Steele, and then we had Gary White. He was with us. He was in this boat. On some of our trips, and Vaughn Jenkins went with Gary. So.
Okay.
So we kind of team up on some of these trips, and that way when you go down there, you do have somebody in case you get in trouble.
That's a good idea. Always a good idea. Now, were y'all cricket fishing, worm fishing, or what kind of?
Well, we take both,
Yeah.
but I basically fish crickets all day.
Okay.
Jerry, he likes to fish the glowworms.
Yeah.
And the other guy that fishes with Gary, he likes to use earthworms.
Okay. And y'all all catch them. What about this mess here? That's not a good mess of fish here.
Yeah, yeah, that's, I figure that's probably about 67 fish maybe in that bunch right there.
All right, all right. There's another mess here.
Yeah, those were all caught, same area. We'll start trying to fish in the lake, but if the wind's too high,
Yeah.
we'll have to try to fish in some of the creeks. And a lot of the creeks, if you don't catch the water just right,
Yeah.
the fish not going to bite, and you're just going to have to wrap your poles up and go somewhere else.
You got to get it right. All right. There's another picture here. That's some pretty fish there.
Yeah, I was fishing with one of the guys used to work with me at the power plant some years ago, and he's working at Tyndall now, engineer, and he's been wanting to go with me for the longest. So he likes to saltwater fish off the rocks at the jetties. So
Okay.
I finally got him in the boat and took him down there.
You're going to spoil them now because there's a lot more action than that. All right, then at the jetty. Here's another mess here.
Yeah, me and Jerry, we caught these fish in Wimico.
Okay.
And those are a few shell crackers that were on these are what they call blackjacks. The male shell crackers. And we caught a few of those off a bed that somebody had fished, and there was just a few stragglers. And the first time I seen brim being, we caught some big bull brims off the same spot.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. There's another mess.
Yeah, there's
They're coming off from around Depot, Columbus Bayou, and all that area.
Right,
around
right.
Wimico, around the tributaries of Wimico, and some more. All right. And okay, what about this right here? Now, that's a bunch of them there.
Yeah, we caught those last Wednesday,
Okay.
and we were fishing in Indian Bow.
Oh man. Again, the crickets and worms and
Those were all crickets.
all crickets. Springtime crickets. Okay.
Yeah.
I got one or two more. What about that one? Got a
Yeah, we
speckled perch.
caught some of those in the lake, and my buddy he caught that crappie in the depot.
Okay. Okay, that's it right there. And that's a whole slew of them. We talk about, you got to always talking about having conditions right, be it salt water or be it fresh water, whatever. The conditions got to be right and conducive. And if not, you mentioned a while ago, you just move on. You go
Yeah, you gotta when you go, you need to put a time limit on it. If you go to a creek and you want to make sure that the water's running, and you want to make sure that it's clear and it's not muddy. And what we like to do, if we go in a creek, we like to make sure that the water is clear. And we like to make sure that the water is moving, but not moving too fast. And we'll probably try it, probably about an hour just spat fishing. And if we don't have any luck, then we either go from one side to the other side, because you're gonna have a sunny side and a shady side. But we don't really like to fish in the sunny side.
None of us like to fish in the sun.
But sometimes you got to find out where the fish are, and if you want to catch fish, you just gonna have to bite the bullet.
All right. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. Come back with Sledge. Be right back. All right, welcome back. Here, my good buddy Lawrence Sledge, an old Sledge since he was in high school. You and your brother, and over there, back in my Rutherford days, the Rutherford Rams.
Oh yeah.
And we had some good athletes over, good ball players, and that was a special time, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Everybody just enjoyed it so much. But anyway, Sledge went to work with Gulf Power.
Yeah.
And retired.
Yeah, I retired last June on the 25th.
You retired before I did.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Well, Coach, you had a lot easier job than me.
I know y'all, those guys work hard. And speaking of guys at Gulf Power, Sledge has always gotten, years ago, started putting together this trip with Billy Archer on the Seminole Wind. And, every year, you see the video on it. We go every year, and that's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up on the 4th of June. And it's going to be the overlap between the snapper and the grouper. And all the guys are excited.
Who else going with us this year?
Well, we'll have Brian and Andrew. They'll be coming. I think they'll be coming out of Birmingham, out of Alabama. We'll have Herbie. He'll be coming out of Alabama.
He'll be coming down.
Richard. Richard will be will be coming.
Richard watches the show every day.
Right, and then yeah, Richard, purchase your book. We'll have Harold, and we'll have his son, Chris, and then we'll have Harold's daughter will be a rider.
That's right.
What is it, Christina?
Yeah, I believe it was.
Yeah, Kristen.
Yeah.
So it's a full trip. If somebody can't make it, we're always able to fill the spot.
We got a waiting list. And this trip is special to me because it just reflects what outdoorsmen can do here in the Panhandle to go on a trip like this. And how long have we been doing it now? I've lost count.
I've probably been doing it almost 30 years with Billy.
Almost 30 years, yeah. I haven't been quite that long. But what it started a tradition, and the same group of guys, and really basically I don't see those guys maybe once or twice a year. I run into them, and we all look forward to it somewhere. Like I said, those guys come down from Birmingham, and they wouldn't miss it for the world.
No, they don't want to miss it.
And that's what I've urged you to do. Start some kind of tradition with friends or family, something. It's like some annual outdoor trips. Do some stuff in the outdoors. And this is a great reflection of what has happened over the years. Just some great friendships and just great times and some good fishing.
Oh, yeah, it's real good.
Billy puts us on some good fish.
Yeah, we always say that a lot of people that you hear about, catching snapper that are just legal, and if you get into the conversation, you start talking about snappers that you're culling that are over 25 inches, and we have culled some as high as 27. That's amazing, and we try to let them go real fast, and we just it's just an awesome trip. So anyway, that's coming up. We got that the first Saturday. We've been doing tradition about the first Saturday in June, right.
And Billy always saves us that date and all. And we're doing it, looking forward to it and all. All right, now let's get your brother Nathaniel. How's he been doing? We've been on before, and we talked about the raffle that's going on, and how's everything going with him?
Well, he's doing real good. He's still going to his Dallas 3 times a week. I'm taking him to all his appointments. And like I say, he's doing real good with all that. So we're getting pretty close to the raffle.
Okay, we've shown it before. This Henry rifle, this is a real deal right here, and we've got a raffle coming up. Tell us about it again.
Yeah, the gun that we're raffling off it's an original Henry rifle, deluxe engraved model. It's a $3,100 gun. The gun is on display at the Gun Depot in Lynn Haven, and Blake has moved south of his old building, so he's in a bigger place. So I'm raising the money to help pay the expenses for a electric scooter lift for my brother, and also it's going to help pay for some of his expenses for his medical expenses. Yeah. So you have until July the 18th, and Blake has tickets at his business.
Now, where's his business at?
It's on Highway 77.
It's right there in Lynn Haven. Yeah.
Right. It's on the. You'll see it. It's on the left as you leave in Lynn Haven.
Okay, Gun Depot. Yeah. We pass it a lot. So run and get tickets, and you got a good chance of winning. It goes to such a good cause too. So you tell Lawrence we're pulling for him, and we'll have to get him to go fishing with us pretty soon.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to contact me about some tickets, my number is 850-866-9541. So I'm retired. I'm available. Right. I'm available at all times. So if you want a ticket, if I can't get to you, there's a lot of tickets out there that I probably can get you in the right get you the right person to
get that your ticket. Telephone number one more time.
Telephone number is 850-866-9541. That's my cell.
Yeah, and he can get somebody close to you to get them to you or something, or I'll have some with me also, and you get a hold of me. Now, like I said, he's retired and I'm working, but it's bad when your students retire before you do, but that does happen.
Well, Coach, when you do put down the whistle
Yeah.
I will. I'm gonna start taking you fishing. Then
All right,
we can do our own little.
We're gonna do that. Are you coming to my retirement party?
Yes, I'm gonna be.
You're gonna be there.
Yeah,
all
I'm gonna
right,
be at the retirement party.
We're gonna have a good time, and we'll have a little ceremony and all. We're looking forward to it. We'll be putting down our whistle.
Can I bring a gag gift, Coach?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I might need to check it out before I open it in public, though. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Here with my good friend Lawrence Sledge talking about fishing, and we were talking during the break. We got to get Billy just to bring some bigger boxes, but he does have boxes all over. So we're going to talk about, it's going to be a full box when we fish with him. That's right, and that's where that name comes from, trips like this. So we're anticipating a wonderful time. Hope the weather's going to be okay, but
oh yeah,
we'll see. Can't control that. Fishing game times today. Okay, here they are. We're looking at from 8:59 to 10:59 this morning, and this evening from 9:20 to 11:20. Okay, so we got that situated on fishing game times. We were talking. You just got back too. We have so much in common. I used to be fanatical about track. I used to love track, and I still do. I just don't do it anymore. But every year, you and your wife Pam go to state track meet.
Yeah,
Has it been one of your traditions?
Yeah, I think we've been going, Coach, over 25 years.
Yeah,
probably close to 30 now, and we go to a lot of the local meets.
Yeah,
Pensacola to Tallahassee, and we do go to the state every year.
And he's a Rutherford man, but we'd go when I was coaching Mosley. He and Pam be pulling for Mosley if we running. So and I just always admired just your love for track. And you brought back the results from the meet, and I just want to mention one. This young man named Jamal.
Tyrese Cooper.
Tyrese Coop, ninth grader.
Ninth grader.
Can he run now? He's one of the fastest boys around. Now he can run a 400. 400 at one lap. Okay, now running in less than a minute used to be a great time. Less than a minute. Now what's he running it in?
His best time, I think it was either 45. It was a 45 something.
45 seconds and one lap around the track.
So he's ranked in the nation.
Yeah.
In high school,
Yeah.
I know he's either the top 1 or the top 5
Yeah.
in the 200 and the 400. He didn't do too good in the 100. He had a bad start in the 100. He's he's not really he's at least 6 feet.
Yeah.
For a ninth grader, he's pretty tall.
That's flying though. That's flying. So I'm glad y'all got to go again, and I saw we all had a great time and all. So that's good. So
right.
Now let's get back to some outdoor stuff and all. We got the Red Snapper trip. This is another thing we're talking about. He and I both love freshwater fishing, love saltwater fishing, and this month of May is going to be a great. May and June will be a great example. We'll be freshwater fishing and saltwater fishing.
That's right.
And now, have you been down to Howard Creek lately?
I'm hearing that this week the water is in the banks, and it should be clearing up. So I'm hearing some good reports about Howard, and then Willis's. I'm thinking it may be right by next week.
Well, I'm getting some reports too. They had a little mayfly hatch. That's a little mayfly hatch. You hear that same report?
Yeah, I heard that there was some mayflies that had hatched around, I think around Dead Lakes, in that Dead Lakes
that's
area.
Exactly what it was. It's amazing how if you sort of use the term, you got your ear to the ground, you hear, so and so said this, and when so and so said it, you realize who so and so is. So and so is down there fishing.
That's
so
right.
You can count on it. It's not somebody who is not even down there just talking. So when we talk about stuff on the show, it's so and so said it, but it's been reliable.
Right. Well, and then sometimes you can get reliable fishing reports from certain individuals, and then certain individuals will tell you, well, fish are biting, but as any fisherman that goes quite often, by the time you get down there, you're a week late.
That is so true. It was you should have been here yesterday, or
yes.
Well, I'll be biting tomorrow.
Right.
But it was one of my favorite sayings, and that just happened. And you've gone sometimes, I have too, where we just didn't catch very many.
No, it's when that river starts to rise, that affects the fish. If you get a cold front end, that'll affect the fish. If you get the moon, doing a full moon,
Yeah.
I always was told that those fish doing a full moon, they can feed all night.
Yeah. And if you're fishing right up that next morning after full moon, you're not going to use a catching thing. We got caught on that before too.
Yeah, we did. Saltwater fishing.
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah.
And it affects them too. I remember that trip. Also now, you know, we're talking about fishing from small creeks to the big river.
That's right.
And it's going to affect or out to the big pond. That moon just has a big effect.
Oh yeah, it does. It really does. Billy worked real hard that year on that full moon to try to get us a good mess of fish, and you know, he really worked hard.
Yeah, yeah. And now listen, all those pictures, I know you don't eat all those fish.
No.
You guys a good group of people you give them to? Some people, there's some needy people. I know we talked about that before.
Yeah, I give you know, Jerry, you know, we'll get the fish clean, and you know, he'll give a lot of the fish away.
Yeah.
People, you know, work with him in his office, and people that come in, you know, they'll see the cooler there in his office. So by the time I get there, you know, I get the stragglers. So you know, I have some people, you know, that you know, they can't go, and they don't know any people that really go fishing. So you know, I bring them fish.
And that's a good feeling too, isn't it, to give those folks some fish and all. We've done that over the years, and I watched my dad, as a little boy, I'd go with him. There was a widow lady that lived in our neighborhood, and she was so appreciative. He'd give her, she didn't want but 3 or 4, but she was so appreciative of it. So.
And those are the people, you know, that, you know, you want to kind of take care of.
Yeah.
You know, some of the people, you know, that can't get out. And, you know, things are pretty expensive, and freshwater fish and saltwater fish are real expensive.
Oh man, yeah, you go to the fish market and fry some of them. Well, we're going to start wrapping things up. But, you know, doing something like that, we always talk about doing something good for your fellow man. Could be giving a little mess of fish, or helping out, or buying raffle tickets for a, you know, for a wheelchair lift, and or just all these things help people out. Well, I got to go to work, and you can go fishing or whatever.
But you know, you only got how many more weeks left, Coach?
Not many. It's a couple. Just a couple more weeks.
47, Coach? Are you gonna tell everybody? How many years, Coach?
44.
44.
And y'all are invited. I'm gonna talk about that later. Okay. Thank y'all for watching the show. Y'all have a great day. Do something good for your fellow man, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.